Consistency is the number one factor for your success. It is the number one. Understand that whatever goal you want, there are steps in between. There are things you have to start doing in between. And really what separates someone who's actually going to get the thing they want and the person who's not is you're not going to get it if you think you can start step 1 and then 2 and then you're going to take a break on step 3. You're just not going to do anything. You're going to fuck around and then one day you're going to come back to it. That person, you will take so long to get the thing you want that you might get discouraged and you might actually never achieve the goal. And you've probably been through that. In fact, I've been through that. There's many goals I want in my life, and because I wasn't consistent, I never really achieved it. If only I knew that consistency is truly the number one factor. For some reason, no one told me this. I feel like it's not that known. Like, it's not that much of a mainstream idea. The idea of consistency. You know what can be mainstream? This idea of burnout. Right? I hear this a lot, even in the self-improvement space. Even within people who should be really on point with things. The thing about burnout is you can only burn out when you're doing something you don't believe in. And if you burn out with something you believe in, then that means your diet or your sleep, or your diet or your sleep is shit, or you have really bad vices that are fucking up your mental dopamine receptors and all that. But guys, you should be able to wake up and work on yourself, on your passions, on helping other people all day. All day. You should be able to do that all day, 7 days a week. There shouldn't be this break period. Weekends, the idea of having a break on the weekend it's meant to slow you down. It's meant to slow you down. It's meant to break momentum. And that's why consistency is really powerful, because of momentum. That's one of the factors. If you've ever done something for a long time, you're going to find how, one, it doesn't become so hard to do it anymore. It's almost like you don't think about it as much. There's less mental bandwidth that it takes for you to do the thing, because your body is just used to doing this thing on a day-to-day basis. Whether it's brushing your teeth, whether it's trying to think of a interesting example. Whether it's brushing your teeth, whether it's taking out your dog. I don't know, something you do every day at the same time. Anything that's like routine like, you're gonna realize those things are the easiest to do. Even if the tasks themselves are not that easy. But you're gonna notice your brain doesn't try to convince you out of it. It doesn't try to. You don't wake up and you're like, maybe today I won't brush my teeth. Well, at least I hope that doesn't happen to you. It shouldn't. However, if you do something sometimes, let's say you go to the gym 3 times a week, which is nonsense. If you do something sometimes, then on the day when you have to do it, you have a stronger resistance to it. You're like, it's gym day, fuck, I don't want to go. Kind of want to just sit around and be lazy, because like that's what I normally do on the other 4 days. Now you have like an option. Your brain's like, but normally we don't always do this thing. Why do we have to do the hard thing today? Why do we have to do this shit? That option creates resistance. And when a lot of people ask me, like, how do you have motivation? When people ask me how do I have motivation and shit to do stuff? Really what you're asking me, you don't even realize this, is how do I push through resistance? Because you don't need motivation. That's not what you need. You need to push the resistance. You've depended on motivation to push the resistance. What if you understood that it's not motivation that you need, you just need to be able to push through that discomfort? But then you're asking, okay, but how do I do it if it's not motivation? It's just a decision, bro. It's that simple. There was a client in my program, and he comes on the call talking about, yeah, it's hard for me to weigh my food out. And so the other week, I think I gained some weight. It's kind of hard for me. I haven't been tracking before. It's hard for me. Whatever. My first thought was like, how can it be hard for you to do this? It's a decision. It's not a skill. It's a decision to make this change in your life. And that's how you got to view these things. The more you make it complex, the more you allow yourself to think it's this thing you're going to try or not try, the more you have a chance of failure. You need to understand all of these things are simply decisions you can make. So fuck motivation. Honestly. Sometimes you feel it, cool. Sometimes you don't, cool. I'm still doing it. Why? Because consistency is everything. And the more momentum you have, the more it becomes easier to do things. So if you could just become consistent with all the positive habits, waking up on the right time, becoming more of a social person, spreading love, working out hard, going to the gym, putting deep focused work on something you're passionate about, on helping other people, spreading value as much as you can, creating content. Everyone should be creating content. I don't care if you want to be a YouTuber or if you don't. You got a story, you got value to give, why don't you go and give it? If you're watching this, I just gave you some value, I just gave you some energy, I just gave you something. For free. I am not asking for anything in return. I'm not even like those people that'll be like, yo, like and subscribe and blah. I don't give a fuck. I don't. You think I care? Nah, dude. You know why I do this? Because of what I just told you. It's one of the habits. I do this every day. I make these videos every day. Literally just woke up. Sun's not even out yet. And I'm over here giving value. It feels really good, guys. It's a great habit to have. So yeah, to get back to what I was saying, you gotta become consistent with all the positive daily habits. And if you can do that, you're gonna create positive momentum. And over time, you stop questioning if you're gonna do it or if you're not. You just make a decision. And then your whole life becomes better. You get better at every attribute. Mentally, physically, spiritually, financially. You get good at that one skill that will beat everybody else, that will beat anybody, that will beat your previous self. What is that one skill? It's the skill of being able to make a decision and stick to it. It's powerful. And yeah, leads to the best external growth and internal growth. And that's it, guys. That's why consistency is the key to success. Have a great day, guys. We'll talk soon. Peace.